It's a 2-2 count to the leadoff hitter for Indiana Tech. Mary Truba is upstairs, runs 3-2. For Melissa Brom getting the start here for Cornerstone. We saw in glide to end game one. She was the winning pitcher in game one, got an out, and then Cornerstone walked it off. Hallie Lubin was really good until she had to play a little bit of damage control in the back end of the game as well. Too much of it as that one's fouled off. Brom appeared in both games 2 days ago. Had 8 strikeouts in 12 innings, surrendered 13 hits and 7 runs. She gets to start here against Indiana Tech after their big-time win. Jam shot flared over to left field past the diving glove of Liddell. It bounces by. It'll be a throw from left to Jenkins. It's high. It's a double for Truba. Had an RBI triple in game one. Gets a flare shot double here on the left field line. And starts out quickly for an Indiana Tech offense, trying to get back-to-back. The defense behind Alyssa Brom. Sprague behind the dish. Wilson, Liddell, Griffione, and Timmer, and then Jenkins, Chapman, and Ashbay make up the outfield. But it's Bella Brock who had a lot of bunt opportunities. She has one here. It's in the air, sliding and crashing. Oh, no.
Call timeout, coach.
We will be right back.
Tonight's broadcast will start soon. Stay tuned.
Mariah Sprague, after a little bit of attending to, is okay. Ran into the backstop on a pop-up, going for it, dove in with the head. Brom will get a few pitches, and Sprague will settle back in. Quickly into this game, it's been absolutely ridiculous. The double on the flare for Truba, and then the first pitch bunt attempt. And Mariah Sprague is okay. Settle in Bella Brock. Brom's first pitch or second pitch is fouled back on the bunt, 0-2. 0-2 count now, so the bunt goes out of the way. Brock had trouble getting some of the sacrifice bunts down in game number one as well. She'll struggle right there. 291 on the season. Was 1 for 3 last time she played when she played Madonna 2 days ago. Golf swings this one low and away, chopped out to center. Chapman will make the play. It's an F8 for Brock. He's had a tough day at the plate. She's 1 for 3 in actual ABs with 2 sacrifice bunts. And now brings up Kirsten Delaney. Was one of the more interesting moments in that Indiana Tech Aquinas game. Kirsten Delaney was 0 for 3, and with a runner on third and 1 out, they pinched hit for her for a freshman who ended up grounding out but getting the run home. Delaney will lay down a bunt. Brom charging, covering at second. Griffey on high throw. She'll snag and turn. Runner to third, 2 away. Melissa Cabrera to the plate. 2 home runs in game 2 2 days ago against Madonna. Game number 1 was 1 for 3 with a double and an intentional walk, as well as a line out to deep center field. Brom trying to play damage control in this Warrior offense. It can be dangerous. Golf swing to first, and a jumping grab from Timmer. It spun into the glove of the first baseman. A leadoff double is stranded at third. We go to the Cornerstone half, and the 2-seed Golden Eagles looking to take the lead early. Cornerstone's offensive half of the first. After a leadoff double is stranded at third. It's Carly Walter into the circle for Indiana Tech after Savannah Bravo pitched an absolute gem as the first pitch fouled off for Morgan Jenkins. Walter making her 21st appearance and 16th start of the year, 110 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 3.67 ERA with a 1.44 whip. Part of the two-headed monster with Savannah Bravo. Bravo, a gem, got them here, and a quick 0-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Morgan Jenkins. Cornerstone's had a bit of a rest after their 9:30 first pitch against Concordia when they walked it off from Sam Timmer with a single up the middle. It's Jenkins, Griffin, and Sprague, the 1-2-3 as that one's upstairs. The defense behind Walter, behind the dish, Forster not hitting in the 10 spot as Carly Walter pitching will also take rips. Pruitt, Brock, Kruger, and Cabrera the infield. In the outfield, Delaney, Basham, and Truba. This one, got her on the outside. Jenkins watched and will turn to the dugout. It's an opening strikeout for the top of the first inning for Carly Walter. Savannah Bravo had 10 of them in her 7 shutout innings of work. Walter starts off with one right away. And it brings up Anna Griffin. First pitch she sees is down the middle. Forster was set up on the outside. She'll retract and watch that one right down the Broadway. Part of the plate. 2 base knocks, 2 for 4 with 2 groundouts in game number 1. Put the ball up the middle 3 times. Puts the ball left center gap. It'll tail between Delaney and Basham and 3 off to the wall. It's easily 2 for Griffin. She'll take a look and sit right there. It's a double to left center gap for the second baseman, who stands on second.
Batting number 17, Mariah Sprague.
Mariah Sprague to the dish after the scary collision she had in the first. Takes that one down low. It's just the 28th extra base knock in 111 innings led up by Carly Walter. And Mariah Sprague, an opportunity early on for the catcher with a 2-0 count now. Had a runner on second with just 1 out, the same exact situation in the first inning of game 1 of the day. Against Concordia, she ended up popping back up to the catcher. That one's upstairs. She hasn't lifted the bat off the shoulder. The count runs 3-0. Reached base 3 times in their win against Concordia. Got on via fielder's choice. Came up with the bases loaded with a chance to walk it off. Grounded out to the shortstop, but the play was made at the plate, so she manned first. Auto take on the 3-0. Paints the outside black. The count runs 3-1. Sam Timmer stands on deck, the walk-off hero of this morning's game number 1 of 4 here in Livonia. That sent the Cardinals home packing. 3-1, low and inside, ball 4. Mariah Sprague takes her second walk of the day, her first here of game number 3 on the day. It brings up Sam Trimmer. Sam Timmer to the dish. The walk-off hero chops that one over to second. Moving over, can't make the play as Kruger goes into right field. Hesitation around third. Griffin will go back. She hesitated, took off, got to the middle of the base paths and went back. But now the bases are loaded with just 1 out and a quick circle visit for the Warriors.
truck up, hit the dirt road. Jump the ball, wash, spread the word. Like the bonfire and call the girls. King in the can and the Marlboro man. Jack and Jim were a few good men. Where you learn how to kiss and cuss and fight too. Better watch out for the boys in me. And all this small town, he said, she said. Ain't it funny how rumors spread like I know something y'all don't know.
Bases loaded for Elena Mead, the DP. Went 3 ducks on the pond and just 1 out on the board. First pitch swinging, first pitch well hit left field. Delaney will camp and make the grab. Tagging from third is Anna Griffian. The throw is a one-hopper and nearly got on the sweeping tag from Forster. But a sac fly moves the runner station to station and drives in the game's first run. It's 1-0 Golden Eagles. Sprague the third, Timmer to second, and a sac fly RBI for Elena Mead. It's just her 8th RBI of the year, and it makes it 1-0 Golden Eagles. Brings up Delaney Wilson. That one, shallow in the infield. Caught by Walter at the circle. 1 run scores on a bases loaded sac fly to left field. 2 more are stranded by Delaney Wilson, popping up back to the circle. Carly Walter limits damage, but they trail 1-0 to the Golden Eagles. Top of the second inning, Indiana Tech trails 1-0, but they do play damage control extremely well. 2 are left on the pond, bases loaded, 1 out. Only 1 run comes across on a pop-up to the infield, now brings up 5, 6, 7. Starting off with the third baseman today, Haley Pruitt. Had a pinch hit at bat in their first game against Aquinas. Had a base hit to right field. Pruitt on the season, 250 coming in the day. She has 21 hits and 81 ABs. So just above that 250 mark now. 1-1, that one to right field as well. Moving over Griffian, she'll underhand toss and make the play. This one not as well hit as her single against Aquinas. It's grabbed by the second baseman, and it brings up the pitcher, Carly Walter. The pitcher trying to help herself out. Walter in game number 1 for the Warriors. Had a 2 RBI single and a walk. Other than that, a sacrifice bunt. First pitch swinging, crushing well in front left field. Foul territory, Jenkins moves over and makes the play. You can't see that coffin corner here from the press box, but what you can see is the body language from the Golden Eagles. Beautiful play by Jenkins, 2 up, 2 down. Deep left field, but in foul territory, Jenkins will make the play. Now brings up Taylor Hodgson. First pitch she sees is golfed inside and back to the netting. 303 on the season. Just 90 at-bats on the year for Hodgson. But getting the start here in the do or die. The number 4 seed Warriors versus the 2 seed Golden Eagles. To follow this game, a winner's bracket game with the Crusaders and the Racers. A 1-1 count outside, labeled in the black. That's where Savannah Bravo lived against the Saints for Indiana Tech. Melissa Braun paints the outside black there. Our new umpiring crew, of course. We'll have to see what the zone looks like here. Outside, no chances taken by Hodgson. She fouls it off. Carly Basham awaits on deck. But a leadoff double sends then 5 up, 5 down. Some great defensive plays. Cabrera, a blooper on the right field line that the first baseman Timmer was able to grab and end the first. And then that foul ball in the coffin corner in left field from Jenkins. This one put on a line to right. Charging in and making the grab is Ashbay. Defense shines, pitching shines. Bottom 2, it's 1-0. After a leadoff double from Mary Truba, 6 up, 6 down to follow for Alyssa Brom. Now it's the bottom of the order, 7-8-9 due up for the Golden Eagles. 1-0 lead they possess. They left 2 on base as a sac fly RBI is the only run scored. Walter delivers that one on the outside. 1-1 count to Lexi Ashbay. To Ashbay, Liddell, and Chapman due up. Talk about Cornerstone with that little bit of a break. You're going to take a game off. Tech turns around and has to go back out there and do it all over again. After their dominating but scary win at the end as Aquinas put 2 on to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Or excuse me, the top of the 7th. But Cornerstone able to get out of it. This one lifted, foul territory, right field line. Moving over the first baseman, Cabrera settles and makes the play. 2 pop-ups in the infield, the last 2 batters. Brings up Paige Liddell with the 1 away in the 2nd. Paige Liddell went 2 for 2, scored 3 times, had an RBI, a double, and a home run. They've seen the ball extremely well, and ensuingly they're going to pitch her outside right away. It was the story in that game against Concordia was Paige Liddell. She had just 4 extra base hits coming into the day. She pops that one up out of play. 4 extra base hits on the season, 3 doubles and 1 home run. She tacked on 1 number to each category. Had half of her season total extra base knocks before the day in that game. And if you want to be precise, in the first 5 innings of that game, her home run was deep to the coffin in left field. On 1 count upstairs on the riser, 2-1. Walter was spectacular against Concordia in the first game, the 4v5 matchup for the Warriors. This one, jam shot, blooped over to left, and it will get there. Brock will grab it going into shallow left field, but it's a 1-out single for Paige Liddell. She just continues to hit the ball. And sometimes when stuff's going your way, it's going your way. That's a bloop single. It's a base hitter's hit, and it brings up Maddie Chapman. Chapman reached and was stranded on, was gunned at the plate in game 1 in the last inning. She fouls that one off. She represented for Cornerstone at the time the game-winning run, and she was gunned trying to come home on at third base. And the center fielder at the time, Maddie Winicky of Cornerstone, or of Concordia. It's an 0-1 count here. She fouled the first down the first base line. Puts this one high in the air to left field. Charging in Delaney. It loops in time for Delaney to charge back in. And there's 2 away.
Number 13, Morgan Jenkins.
A strikeout to start, but since then, been relying on the defense. Last 3 outs have been recorded via the air. Now brings up Morgan Jenkins, the only strikeout victim, via the backwards caliber. Walter outside. Winner of this game will be back in Livonia. The rumor is Monday. It's either Sunday or Monday. We will know definitively at the end of the day, but looking more and more like Monday is the day this tournament will finish. So winner of this game will extend their season for another few days. Loser of this game goes home. Cornerstone with that loss to Uno. Indiana Tech that loss to Madonna. Outside, labeled for a strike from Carly Walter. And for her second strikeout of the day, Jenkins won't be looking. Considering her last at-bat, she's swinging. It's popped up in the infield. Charging over, Forster will go to the netting and watch it clank on the stands. Just missed one of the group of parents. Never mind, it hit her. But unfazed, and we play on. Another life for Morgan Jenkins, high and away. 2-2 runs the count with 2 away and a runner on. Walter all season has just been gem or a rough day. Indiana Tech needs that wheel to land on gem. That one fouled off and off the top of the glove of Forster. And 7 against Siena Heights to end the regular season, allowing just 3 runs and striking out 5, but 9 base runners throughout those 7 innings. Already giving up 2 base knocks and a walk. This one chopped back with the middle off the glove of Walter. The shortstop grabs it. Brock can't make the play. It's an infield single as it ricocheted off the glove of Carly Walter. Paige Liddell to second. The inning continues. The tough play for Brock to ricochet off of the glove of the pitcher in the circle. And it's already the 3rd base knock. And you can count it the 4th runner in scoring position. Outside for a strike, Dana Griffian. A double her first time up to the left center gap. It split between Delaney and Basham and gave a tough time for Indiana Tech. They were able to limit to 2. A double here would easily score 1 and might score the speedy Jenkins on the outside. It's Paige Liddell at second base. And over at first, it's Morgan Jenkins, who has 33 swipe bags on the year, so the speed is prevalent. Jam shot, golf to right center. Charging in, Truba will make the play. 2 runners get on, 1 in scoring position, but damage control from Carly Walter again. We go to the 3rd. Two runners stranded on the offensive end for the Golden Eagles. We go top of the 3rd inning, and it's 8-9, 1-2 up, starting off with Carly Basham. First pitch she sees, call for a strike on the outer third of the plate. Basham with a ground out and a walk in game 1. She watches that one upstairs. It's been 6 up, 6 down in different varieties ever since the leadoff double, who was ultimately stranded at third. Truba's due up here. Has a big strike down low. It just fell off a cliff and clipped the lower half. Kaylee Kruger stands on deck. We talked about it, Mary Truba, top of the order. As it's 1-0 the score. The Golden Eagles on top in the top of the third. Rolled over the plate and shot fouled on the third base line. To a rolled over ground ball. It went foul. Brom settles. That went upstairs and fouled back off into the pathway. Good fight on the rise ball that went all the way up to the eyes. Basham able to get a piece of it. Sets and fires and picks up the strikeout. The first of the night for Brom. That one fell off a cliff and swung right through from Carly Basham. There's one away here in the third. And you can make it the last 7 up have all been sent down.
Come on, Kaylee, get it started, kid.
It's the first strikeout in that span. Now brings up Kaylee Kruger. Watches that one for a strike. Kruger singled and came around to score for insurance in the 6th inning for Indiana Tech last game. Hotch up the middle off of the leg of Brom, charging in from third, cross time and thrown out in time. Infield single and the first batter to reach since the leadoff hitter, who now steps up to the dish. But Cornerstone going to make sure that their righty is okay. Hit off the inside of the left leg. She looks good. Definitely just going to shake it off and probably get a few practice pitches in to make sure. It was absolutely laced from Kaylee Kruger. She looks okay, shaking off her own coaching staff and kind of laughing it off, ready to go. We'll give her a few pitches to make sure. Because it is that back leg, I believe. And she's okay after one. Hobbled a little bit on the way up after the pitch, a little bit of a jump. Shook off, and now Mary Truba. Doubled to lead off this ball game. Watches that one low and inside for a strike. Truba 2 extra base knocks now today, and she'll wear that one on the helmet. Not so happy about it, but first and second with one away. Station to station, Kruger to second. Just got away from Brom, and it brings up Bella Brock, who flew out to center fielder last time up. It's been an unlucky day at the plate for Bella Brock. But with one away, I'd have to imagine no sack bundle. She's done it 3 times. Give that one a ride to center field. Same thing as her first debut. Chatham will make the catch. The throw to third. 8-5, not in time. Both runners advance. That's heads up for Mary Truba. And it was nearly an 8-5 double play, but instead it's 2 in scoring position for Kirsten Delaney.
Come on, Kirsten.
After getting pinch hit for in game number 1. And a sacrifice bunt, her first debut here. Chance for 34 and RBI 35 of the year. She watches that one low. Has not been a friendly tournament for her so far. Just 1 hit. It was a 2-run shot against Concordia in the first game in the first inning. That one upstairs. Since then, hitless. But a big weight off the shoulder. If she can drive these 2 in, it would definitely help out Indiana Tech trying to knock off the 2-seed Golden Eagles. Taken for a strike down at the knees. Truba at second. Kruger at third. Both advance on the fly ball from Bella Brock to modest center field. Heads up base running on both sides. This one turned on. It was low and inside. And for that to go anywhere, you got to be early. And early was the definition for Kirsten Delaney on that one. Well in front, well foul into the pathway. Twos are wild for the first time today in the third inning. 2-2, 2 away, and 2 runners on, both in scoring position. Swing and a miss down low, gets away from the catcher behind the dish. The throw over is not in time, in and out of the glove of Trimmer. The throw home is not in time either. It's a drop, third strike RBI. And it's a 1-0, now 2-0 lead. Or excuse me, it is a 1-0 lead. Wow.
Let's go, Tech. Let's go, Tech. Let's go,
So
Tech.
Indiana Tech will tie it up.
Come on, Mel.
Absolutely wild.
It's a college softball.
They tie it up at 1-1 with the RBI strikeout. How often can you say that? This first pitch, right center field. Chapman charging in, makes the grab.
Hey, we're even. Let's go.
We're tied at 1 as we go bottom 3. So a drop third strike and a throwing error, or excuse me, an error on the first baseman. Allows the run to score. But 2 more stranded on base. As strike 1's delivered to Mariah Sprague, the catcher. Walked her first time up, was stranded at third base. Outside, left off, ball 1. One of the more wild sequences. We've seen some wild things today. Earlier we saw a 1-6 runner's interference double play. This one, we see a drop third strike error on the throw. Turned into a run to tie the game at 1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Has a 1-2 count to Sprague. Sprague, Timmer, and Mead. Middle of the order, 3-4-5 with a walk, an error, and a sac fly their first time around. This one put short left field. Charging back is Bella Brock. She'll make the grab. At the pop-up to the shortstop, Bella Brock. And brings up Sam Timmer. We knew we got these 2 teams on the schedule. And we knew coming into the day, if these 2 teams played each other, it would be absolute cinema. And that's exactly what we're seeing here in Livonia. That one on the outside for a strike. A 1 count to Timmer, reached on an error by the second baseman her last time up. Was a well-hit ball to the hole. Kruger moving over to her left, probably should have got it, ruled an error. Stranded at second was Timmer. 1 count as that one was in the left-hand box. That one's not in the left-hand box, it's hittable, but flared over to second. Weird ricochet. Kruger the stop, got it! What a play from Kruger at second base. Weird ricochet, almost got away from her on the spin and able to get it on a weird transfer. It wasn't comfortable. But there's 2 away in the bottom of the third inning and a 1-1 tie. It's an 0-1 count to Mead. Sac fly RBI her last time up. The score is 1-1 in the bottom of the third. It's been a pop up to short, a ground out to second. And then a 1-1 count here to Meade. Puts this one high in the air to leave. Beyond the dugout, and that one will go fouling out of play. 1-2 runs the count. Sac fly RBI for Elena Meade. It was her 8th RBI of the year down the left field line, and nearly the runner was gunned. Delaney Wilson stands on deck, who left the bases with 2 runners in scoring position when she popped up back to the circle to Carly Walter in the first. Walter has settled in nicely. Outside, can be pulled back in by Forster. Two count with 2 away. Sets, fires, lifted shallow, or deep, left center, but not deep enough. Basham moves over, makes the play. 1-2-3 inning is worked by Carly Walter. The Warrior offense in the top of the 4th looking to take the lead for the first time. One 0 count to lead off here in the top of the 4th for Indiana Tech. Second pitch fouled off by Haley Pruitt. It's Pruitt, Walter, and Hodgson. As part of the order, went 1-2-3 in the second inning with a ground out, a fly out, and a line out. It's the 2-seed Golden Eagles and the 4-seed Warriors as this one chopped right center field. Moving over, can't make the play, gets by Ashbay. Chapman will track to the wall. It's a stand-up double for Haley Pruitt. She'll stand on second base to lead off the 4th. The second leadoff double of the day. But last time, Mary Truba did not come around to score. Indiana Tech's having a word because I believe at the moment Pruitt stole home. I believe Haley Pruitt just stole home. Or it overthrew into the dugout, one of the two. But for the moment, Indiana Tech leads 2-1. They overthrew it into the dugout. I didn't think it made it into the dugout, but they claim it did. So they talk about a little bit. They were going to put her back at third on the overthrow, but they give her the base. It's a 2-1 ball game. The leadoff double turns into a run. Outside, ball number 2. 2-0 runs the count. The score stands at 2-1 Indiana Tech. After the disaster that is that play. This one low and inside. Excuse me for being confused up here. I saw the ball go in the dugout, but it didn't look like Pruitt could come home. I thought the umps were going to just have her at third base, considering that she advanced, or she stood at second base the minute that ball was fielded. 3-0 is taken for a strike, 3-1. Brom trying to fight back now. This one lifted shallow left field. Started in as Jenkins. Now we'll take a half a step back and take a major league pop-up for one away. Still empty base paths here. Now Taylor Hodgson will come up.
Taylor Hodgson.
Hodgson lined out to right fielder last time up. Was part of the 1-2-3 inning, which is not possible anymore. First pitch check swing. Call for a strike. Winner of this game will await on Monday the loser of Madonna and Uno. For a trip to the championship series, those two will fight. Big swing and a miss down low. Brom settles 0-2, waved at over on the third base line. Wilson charging, will make the play. Got her by half a step.
Pinch hitting for the Warriors. Number 9, Rhiannon McKay.
Rhiannon McKay will pinch hit for Basham, who's 0 for 3 throughout the two games. McKay will come up now with 2 away. Game number 1, batted 5th as a DP, was 0 for 2. And then was pinched hit for, and a walk was worked by the player off the bench. Well, now the roles are reversed. She will come off the bench. Empty base paths, 2-1 ball game. We've seen so many things that you wouldn't put on a bingo card going to a baseball game, or a softball game, baseball game, softball, doesn't matter. 1-6 runners interference double play is one of them. Have to think a double, and then scoring on an error from left field and the throw-in is another one of them. And a drop third strike RBI would also be on that list. Not necessarily what you see every day with an 0-1 count. Upstairs, left off. Talked about McKay in game 1, was 0 for 2 as the DP. Strikeout looking and a ground out to third. A fly ball to left and a ground out to third here. They have the 2 outs back to back. Another ball on the outside. Haley Kruger stands on deck. And Indiana Tech trying to take advantage and take momentum, but Alyssa Brom doing a great job to limit it. Upstairs, left off. 3-1 runs the count. Kruger singled and came around to score on that wild drop third strike error RBI. She's on deck, waiting to come up. See if they get her up with traffic. This one jammed off and fouled off. Off the pole it rings, and now the count runs full with 2 away. A pitch away from getting out of the inning for Alyssa Brom. Three-two pitch, sets, delivers, outside, got her. Throws her on the outer black and gets out of the inning, but 2-1 the score. Indiana Tech scores on a leadoff double from Haley Pruitt that results in a run on the throwing error on the charge. It's 2-1 Warriors. First pitch for a strike on the outside to Delaney Wilson. It's 6-7-8 due up for the Golden Eagles. They trail for the first time tonight. And they'll find themselves in a big spot. Strike two taken as well. The crowd doesn't necessarily agree with our home plate umpire at University Field. An 0-2 count and Carly Walter breezing through Delaney Wilson early on. Wilson leans, puts it over to right field in the air. Truba will settle and make the play on the front charge. That one went farther than the first AB, but it's another pop-up, this one to right field. First time Delaney Wilson was up was that pop-up back to the circle that ended the first inning. That one taken on the outside for a strike from Lexi Ashbay. Popped up the first, her first time up. Paige Liddell, who singled in the second inning, stands on deck now. It's the last 5 up, down. Was on the outside. That one doesn't get the call for Carly Walter. One count, one away. Walter trying to breeze through and get the offense back out there. Indiana Tech trying to pull off the upset. This one put up in the air in the infield again. Charging in Cabrera. Basket catch, got it. Nearly ran into Forster. We nearly saw a head-on-head collision. Melissa Cabrera makes a really good play to get out of the way, hold on to the ball, and put 2 outs on the board. And now Paige Liddell comes up trying to avoid a 1-2-3 inning. The last 1-2-3 inning that Indiana Tech worked. They came around to score a run on that drop third strike RBI that tied the game up at the moment when it was hit in. Now it's a 2-1 score, 0-1 count to Paige Liddell. Outside blocking called again. And now I have to smarten up on the outside. Liddell is 3 for 3 with a walk on her 2 games so far. Double, home run, and a single, and a walk. She scored 3 times as well. Outside black got her. Outside times 3, a 1-2-3 inning. The last 7 up have all gone down looking. The first strikeout since the first inning for Carly Walter. They've both been backwards. Indiana Tech leads 2-1. A 1-2-3 inning is worked by Carly Walter. Now it's 9-1-2 due up, trying to put a run on the board for the 3rd straight inning for the Warriors. They lead 2-1. It's 9-1-2. Kruger, Truba, and Brock. Kruger singled and came around to score on that drop third strike error. Watches ball 1 right there. Truba on deck, has reached twice as well. The part of the order that could put traffic on the base paths. Well hit left field. Jenkins back, can't make the play. Kruger rounds first, will go to second. She'll stop right there with a leadoff double. It's the 3rd leadoff double of the day for the Warriors. They've scored on 1 of them. That one just spun away and kept traveling. And Kaylee Kruger gets her 6th double of the year. And it brings up Mary Truba. 26 RBIs on the season. Has a double and a hit by pitch here in this game. It's going to be 26 RBIs already. Could be 27. That one on the outside for a strike. An RBI triple against Aquinas. Back in the last inning was insurance at the time for the Warriors. Brock stands on deck, has flown out to center field twice. Troop on the outside, watches it for ball 1. Brom settles, fake bunt pulled back, ball 3 as no one's holding the runner on second. Kruger will stay a foot off the bag, but she absolutely has to go back. 2-1 runs the count. Kruger's got 7 stolen bags on the year. She's 7 of 8, so speed if Truba can put it in play, but it's a 3-1 count. As that one's up at the letters. Madonna and Uno await, as this one in the top of the 5th is looking like cinema. Chopped over on the first base line, tagging Timmer will go. Runner advances to third.
Batting for the Warriors, number 23, Ella Brock.
There you go, Bella Brock. Let's go, Bella. Here's the last 2. Same as the last 2, Bella Brock.
Gonna talk it over now with Bella Brock. She's laid down 2 bunts today in game number 1. She's flown out twice to center field today. Both of them are very viable options. They get a run across the board for Indiana Tech and make it a 3-1 game. They lead here 2-1 with a trip to extend their season over the weekend. Corner of the infield's playing in. First pitch, an auto take, it seemed, from Brock. It was right down the center. Down the heart. And it's an 0-1 count for Alyssa Brom. Runner on third is Kaylee Kruger. To the ground out to first, advance the runner. Look the bunt. It's a squeeze play, charging in Timmer. No play at the plate. Throw over in time. It's a 3-4 put out RBI. Indiana Tech thought she was safe, but it's an RBI. 3-4 RBI ground out. Drives in, Kruger makes it a 3-1 game in the Indiana Tech. Fort Wayne faithful love it.
Come on, Kirsten.
Empties the base paths for Kirsten Delaney. 0 for 2 with an RBI and reached on that drop third strike. Still hitless today, 0 for 5. The WHAC tournament has not been friendly for Kirsten Delaney. That one lifted high in the infield. Brom backpedaling, called off by the middle. It's Liddell to make the play. The leadoff double comes around the score for the second straight inning, and it's 3 straight innings with a tally, and it's 3-1 the score, with the Indiana Tech Warriors on top of the 2-seed Golden Eagles. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and that one put right back up the middle. Hot shot and a single to lead off on the first pitch for Maddie Chapman. It'll put a runner on the base paths and bring up the tying run to the plate. Morgan Jenkins with a strikeout and a single today. Comes up to the plate. Indiana Tech has put on 1 run in the last 3 innings.
Got it. All right.
Now batting, number 26, Anna Griffin.
Sacrifice bunt, put a runner on second with an out on the board. Rana Griffin at the plate. He had doubled in the first inning, came around to score the opening run of the game. That's all the Golden Eagles have as they trail 3-1. 3 straight innings with a run on the board for the Indiana Tech offense. Their pitching staff has put up 2 straight 1-2-3s. Disregarding a double play, that would not necessarily be possible unless there is a double play available, but a runner on second with 1 away, looking very unlikely. But a 2-strike count to the second baseman, Anna Griffin. Madonna awaits. 1-2. That one upstairs. Madonna and Uno have left the premises. They were waiting on the grandstand watching this game, as one of the two of them, maybe both, will end up playing the winner of this game. The 1-2 count. This one drilled left center field. It'll split the gap and go all the way to the wall past a reaching glove of Kirsten Delaney. It's an RBI double for Anna Griffin, and the Golden Eagles are in business. Mariah Sprague has an opportunity to tie this ball game up. A big-time RBI double to left field for Anna Griffin. It's her 36th RBI of the season. And it brings up Mariah Sprague with Sam Timmer on deck. Part of the order went 1, 2, 3 in the third. That one high in the air to leave and get out of play. Didn't look nice off the bat. It looked like it might stay and give a chance for the play to be made. Outside, Black is called for a strike, and you can hear the discrepancies with the crowd on the strike and ball calls behind the dish. But nonetheless, 0-2 runs the count to Sprague. Timmer on deck will get a rip for her first hit of the night. Sprague reaching across the plate, gives it a ride to deep center field. Basham back, track, it's over the head and off the wall. Delayed takeoff from second. Griffin will hit the brakes there. The 8-4-2 relay with a gunder, but a double back-to-back puts runners on second and third, and now a base knock away from the lead. Raises the question, is Savannah Bravo good to go? And if so, does Indiana Tech have an unlimited leash for Carly Walter? That one outside in the first pitch that Timmer will see. Oh for 2 on the day, reached on an error back in the first inning, was stranded at second. A base hit could easily put them in the lead. It would definitely tie it up. Just got to put a ball in the outfield or into a hole in the infield on the ground to try to tie it. Sprague on second, Griffin at third. The Golden Eagles are back in business when it looked like Indiana Tech had all the momentum and then some. This pitch fouled off and out of play. Looking for a big out for Carly Walter. Going to keep this game in the hands of the Warriors. Outside leaning across. It was foul. It was fair. Cabrera, the play at the plate is not in time, and she's going to reach first safely. This game is tied. Oh, that's not going to make the Indiana Tech coaching staff happy. Melissa Cabrera just cost them a run and didn't get them the out. Mental lapses, puts runners at the corners, ties this game up, and only one out on the board. Oh no, and you can see the anger walking off.
Number 5, Lena Mead.
Now brings up Elena Mead. Puts runners on the corners with still one out. The mental lapse from Melissa Cabrera. And Cornerstone can take the lead with a 3-spotter, potentially more here in the inning. Mead fakes the bunt, pulls back. They check over at third. Charging over with Sprague. She's back in safely. Strike on the outside, and you can hear the reaction from the crowd. Cornerstone faithful doesn't like it. Time is called by Forster behind the dish, relays the sign. With one away, gotta be careful. They could have 2 outs, just 1 runner on, but instead 1 away. Runners on the corners after the mental lapse. Outside chopped weakly, it'll easily score a run. Charging from second, Kruger doesn't make the mistake, goes to second, but a 3-spot and an RBI and ground out from Elena Mead, her second RBI of the game, and Cornerstone's in the lead. It's a 4-3 put out. It does move Timmer in a scoring position as well. Delaney Wilson, who's 0 for 2, puts that one foul. Has put the ball in the air twice, once to shallow right, once right back to the circle. Her second time up now with runners in scoring position. First time up, she had a runner on second and third. This time, a runner on second. One count, set, fired, line drive to right field, charging in. Shruba will make the grab. Covered about a country mile to get that one. 3 runs come across. Cornerstone back on top. Cornerstone takes the lead 4-3 as Indiana Tech needs an answer now. Melissa Brahm back out. We start the top of the 6th inning. Brahm sets, that one fouled off. 1-1 runs the count to leadoff hitter, Melissa Cabrera, who had that play at first base that rightfully should have been just tagged the bag and they would have gotten out of the inning. But instead, it's a 1-1 count, 1-2 now as she's trying to make up for it with one swing seemingly. To the count, it's Cabrera, Pruitt, and Walter. Line out to first and a pop up to center for Melissa Cabrera. Rom sets, fires. That one did not make it the entirety of the distance between home and the circle. Now Alyssa Brom will settle back. Only 2 strikeouts on the day for Brom. That one a hot shot on the first base line. Timmer will grab and tag the bag. One up, one down here, and now this game and a roller coaster of the score has just gone back and forth, back and forth. Cornerstone still on top. 5 outs to go in the offensive night. Fouled back off on the first pitch from Haley Pruitt, who doubled and came around to score in that wild play where she drove herself in technically on the error. Double came around to score all in the same play. That one on the outside. Called for a strike. This one, same spot, no chances taken at the short off the Griffey, and it's a 4-3 put out, and there's 2 away. Carly Walter will come up to the dish.
Number 14, Carly Walter.
Come on, Carly. Let's go, Carly. Base it here.
I'm trying to work a 1-2-3 inning, get the offense right back out there if they put up a 3 spot. Going down low and taken for a ball. Brom settles, fires. That one on the ground over to second again. 3 ground outs. We're going 1-2-3. We go to the bottom.